When it comes to that deterrence effect, I mean, we could be talking about decades before we get these nuclear submarines operational. We've just made this huge statement aligning ourselves strategically with the United States. Have we not left ourselves vulnerable in the meantime?
Well, I think we made that statement 70 years ago, and probably 100 years ago, really. I mean, we've been with the United States and with the UK through every major battle in the 21st century, and we have a great obligation, over the next century to make sure that we deepen that collaboration, because it is the underpinning of our national security. There's no sense in us pretending that if we bought 100 subs tomorrow that we could compete with the superpower like China. It's about a collaboration. It's about bringing like-minded countries together beyond those traditional friendships in the Indo-Pacific region as well, and for everybody to speak with a consistent voice, and that is that we want peace and stability, not coercion, not interference, not bullying in our region. That's a very important, powerful, but it needs to be a united message.
I mean, when it comes to raising the ire of China, though, the Global Times has put out an opinion piece that says Australia is a running dog of the US. If Australia dares to provoke China more blatantly because of that, or even find fault militarily, China will certainly punish it with no mercy. Are we not antagonising China?
No, I think the propaganda that we've seen from a number of spokespersons or the media outlets that speak on behalf of the Chinese Communist Party, frankly, I think they make the case for us. I think their comments are counterproductive and immature and frankly embarrassing. So what does Australia want? We want sustained peace in our region. We want that stability. We want there to be an opportunity for Indonesia and Vietnam and Sri Lanka and Korea to continue to develop and to provide a greater living standard for their people and greater health outcomes. That's been the success of the post-war period, and we need to make sure that that endures.
Do you think we will be, at some point in the future, at war with China?
Well, China's been very clear about their intent with regard to Taiwan, and this is not, my analysis of it. I don't need to disclose the consistent security picture that I've been reading since I came into this portfolio, and over the last couple of years, the last 6 years on the National Security Committee, and the way in which that's been building. The Chinese spokespersons for the Communist Party are very clear about their intent with regard to Taiwan. Now, equally, the United States has been clear about their intention toward Taiwan. Nobody wants to see conflict, but that really is a question for the Chinese as to whether, as we've seen in Hong Kong, they make a decision to do something in regard to Taiwan. If that's the case, what's the Americans' response? And we obviously have an alliance with the United States that's been in force now for 70 years. So we need to be realistic about that. We're also a small population of 25 million relatively, and we need to make sure that we've got the best friends in the world, and we do in the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, New Zealand, and many partners beyond that. The Quad now, the collaboration between India and Japan, the United States and Australia is a very important compact, and ASEAN obviously still has primacy in our region as well.